hello, this is Jenny Jackson once more. And I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the second video of this series, which is the pinpoints that doesn't allow us to move forward, doesn't allow us to obtain our goals and dreams, or live the life we want to live. Now, in the first video, we talked about procrastination and some of the things that what is procrastination and how we can deal with it and allow our dreams to come true, or allow those mini goals to start building up while we perform them or fulfill them, to start moving forward toward our dreams and our goals and living the life that you should be living, which is part of your birthright. And that is basically what we are aiming for, that everyone can live the life they want to live. Know that they are unique and special, because you are unique and special. And I want you to know that. No matter the circumstances, no matter what other people say to you, you are unique. And your uniqueness needs to be celebrated, because there's no other person on the planet like you. And what you can bring to the plate can change other people's lives, believe it or not. Just like I am doing right now with you and many other people, because in the past I thought I couldn't do it. In the past, I thought I didn't have what it took to sit down here and to get in front of a camera. I thought I couldn't speak English because English wasn't my first language, and it's not my first language. So I thought I couldn't do it. But here I am, overcoming my procrastinated thoughts, and most importantly, my fears, which is the one we're going to tackle today. I could have left this one for the last. But honestly, you know what? Let's grab the bull from the horns and go right into it. Because as we know, fear is a primitive human emotion. And we have to deal with this every single day. Not because you are successful or you're the best person on planet Earth earning millions and millions of dollars. Doesn't mean that you don't have fears. You have fears. Every single human being on this planet have to deal with their fears. For some people, there may be smaller fears or bigger fears. It doesn't matter the size of it. You have to deal with fears. And those fears might started from a very young age. Might started because of the environment you grew up with, the paradigms, the thoughts that was planted in your brain. The lack of confidence in yourself. That is one of the other emotions, elements, pinpoints that we're going to talk about in the future. But for now, let's talk about fear. Now, there was an interesting thought, or I heard this saying that fear was false expectations appearing to be real. Because sometimes, and it happens most of the times, we think about what's gonna happen, the things that hasn't happened yet. And we start to, all those fears come from those things. But in fact, those things hasn't happened yet and might not even happen to us. Sometimes we start worrying about things that are not even there. But we put ourselves in that state of mind, saying, okay, you know what? What if this happened? Or what if that happened? Or what if And we have to start, we take our minds or our eyes off our goal instead of trying to go through it. As I said, we're going to deal with fears. But the most fears that we will be having is when we are exposing ourselves. When we are putting ourselves out there, we're trying to find a target. We're trying to go through that break wall. We're trying to go through that entire mountain of fears that we have in our brain. When we wake up in the morning, we have our mindset is completely clouded by fears. What if I don't do this? What if this goes wrong? What if? Honestly, what if is not going to happen? As I said, I used to be afraid. I used to be afraid of putting myself in this spot, of what others are going to say, what others are going to think. Your English is not that good. You're not that pretty. You're not that knowledgeable. Those are fears I had. What if no one pays any attention to you? What if? And all those what if would have kept building up in my mind. And if I didn't put a stop to it and said, you know what, I'm going to do it anyways, then I wouldn't be here. The same thing happens for us. We wake up in the morning, we have a goal in mind for that day. We have something important that's going to happen throughout the day. Maybe you have an interview for a job. Maybe you're interviewing a celebrity. Maybe you're going to have some kind of presentation, or you're going to give a business opportunity and show that presentation to huge stakeholders, or you have a project that you have to expose to the stakeholders and you don't know how they're going to react. What if they deny? What if? So there are so many scenarios that we can talk about that bring different types of fears. But the common ground is that all of us have fears. And the only way to fight fear is to doing what you fear the most. Because fear and faith use the same exact energy. The only thing is that fear goes the negative side and faith goes the positive side. But both of them use the same energy in different perspectives. So think about that. You're afraid, you have fears because you don't know to speak a language like a native speaker. You're afraid because you're not that pretty. You are pretty. You don't need to look like someone else, or you don't need to look in a certain way, talk in a certain way, because you're not that certain way. You are you. And as I said, you have to tackle fear by doing the thing you fear the most, because that's the only way you're going to find out how capable, how special, how unique you are. And you are bigger, stronger than your fears. Your imagination, your creativity, all those are things that you can use to help you with fear. Now, when fear knocks at your door the most, as I said, is when you are exposing yourself, when you are putting yourself out there, when you are doing the things you want to do to obtain your goals. But if you are in that comfort zone, Where you feel relax, chill, you're procrastinating. You said, no, I'm doing good, I'm doing fine, I'm doing great. Fear is not going to show up because you're in your comfort zone. You're doing good, you're doing fine, you're doing great, you're having fun. It doesn't mean that if you're having fun means that it's bad. No. I'm talking about when you're in that comfort zone, not doing anything, not exposing yourself, not taking those baby steps, but feel stuck and stay there, paying attention to what other people are saying to you, paying attention to what your brain, your mindset is telling you. Filling up that cup with negativity, filling up that cup with lack of confidence, because you have the ability. You might not have the skills right now, but it doesn't mean that you can't acquire it through time. And that is the thing. The only way to fight fear and to win is to do the thing that you want to do the most. And I don't know if you notice it, but anytime you're doing something, you're preparing yourself, fear are in the highest peak of your mindset. Fear is there. No, you can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. What if? What if? What if? And once you do it, you realize, oh wow, it wasn't that bad after all. It wasn't that bad. I could do it. I know I can. I did. Maybe it wasn't the best way, but you're going to get better. Don't make that be your limitation. Don't make it be your limitation. There's so many people out there that are stuck because of their fear. What if I can't do it? What if, what if, what if? And if you think about it, that is exactly why we have these fears building up, because we build those scenarios about what ifs that will never happen. And it happened to me. It happened to me many times in different scenarios. I thought I couldn't even sleep at night sometimes because of all those fears that I were what if scenarios. And the next day, nothing of what I thought about it happened. And I'm saying, oh my God, really? I couldn't sleep last night because of this and nothing happened. I'm gonna sound like that broken record. But do what you have to do. If that is knocking on your door, it's because what is beyond that wall is growth, development, learning, satisfaction, freedom. Do it. No matter if it doesn't go the way you planned. You're taking baby steps. Remember, baby steps. Maybe your first presentation and you don't know how to do it. You're not prepared enough. You think you can't do it. Do it. But what if they say no? If they say no, it wasn't for them. Now, this is something else. People are afraid because they are going to fail. And failure is the biggest worry when it comes to fear. What if I fail? But they don't realize that fear and failure goes hand to hand. Now, if you fail in something, it doesn't mean that you're a failure. No, it only means that it means that you wasn't prepared enough. You need to prepare yourself more. There's something that you are doing wrong. But it doesn't mean that you're doing everything wrong. There might be just one thing that you need to tune up. You do it the second time, it's going to feel better. You do it a third time, it's going to feel even better. Thomas Edison had 10,000 failures or 10,000 pieces of feedback before he were able to succeed. If you fail for something, get back up. Look at it and see what you needed to do differently for it to come through. But don't stop. Don't stop. Because once you stop, procrastination, fear, and so many other emotions are going to cloud your brain. Unmotivation. And you will not be moving forward. So my number one advice to overcome fear is do that thing that you fear the most. And if you do it wrong, it doesn't matter. You can do it. You have a second chance. You have a third chance. All those successful people didn't succeed right away. Some of them, like Thomas Edison, it took them 10,000 times. But that one time that they did make it happen, that second of success made them in history. The Wright brothers, they didn't fly the entire plane over an hour. No, it took them a few seconds. But that was the beginning of a new era, of a new technology, of a new transportation method. So think about it. I'm not saying you can't be like the Wright brothers inventing something new. You have the capacity to do that. Why not? But start with what you have from where you are. You want to lose weight? Baby steps, but do it. If you're afraid of what others have to say, let them say what they want to say. Is your life, is your goal, is your dream to be better in this year, better than 2020? So just go ahead and do it. That is my best advice to you when it comes to fear. Do it. Make it happen. If it's not that good at the first time, do it the second time. See what you did that needs to be tuned up and do it better the next time and better. And trust me, each time you do it, it's going to be better. You're going to feel better. You're going to start gaining confidence, gaining trust. Imagination is going to kick in. Creativity is going to kick in. You're going to tune up and start making it happen. So I'm not going to start as a broken record again saying the same thing. You get the point here. Because as I said, I am a personal example sitting here telling you this because I thought I couldn't do it, but I did it. And just like I can do this, you can do whatever you want. Don't let fear get into your way. Don't let fear take you over. Don't let fear dominate your mind, because then you're not going to do nothing. You're going to be stuck thinking about something that didn't happen and might not happen ever in life. So just go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this. Share this with all those people that are going through fears, that don't feel like they can do something because of what others are saying to them, or those heavy negative thoughts in their mind. Just go ahead and share this video with them. it's going to help them a lot. This was Jenny Jackson, and I wanted to say thank you for watching this video. Watch this video all the amount of time you need. Enjoy the rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Give us feedback, comment below, let us know what you think about the video, let us know what would you like me to talk about. And remember, in the next video, I am going to be talking about, let me see, worries. And if you have been paying attention, all of these pinpoints are connected as a song. Once you deal with one, you have to start dealing with all of them. So this chain of pinpoints at the end of this series, you have identified each and every one of them and now how to start tackling them. So as I said, stop being afraid and stop worrying. But for now, I'm just gonna left this there. This was Jim Jackson. Thank you so much.